A wacky world story.
How bizarre.
How bizarre. How bizarre. A look around the wacky world. Here we go.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's making me crazy. It's making me crazy.
Every time.
Every time I look around.
That wacky world.
Every time I look around. I feel good.
You know, Rick, if you're going to rob somebody, you need to pick the right victim.
Yeah, this not a good decision here on this felon.
That's what I always tell everybody. Don't make yourself a victim. Don't just become a victim.
Right.
Don't announce,
Have a
rob
plan.
me.
Have a plan.
Robbing a man who turned out to be an ultimate fighter proved to be a bad decision for a convicted felon who is now in bad shape as he is being held on bond.
Wow.
Police say around 11:30 p.m. Friday, Anthony Miranda, 24, walked up to a car parked at 55th Street and Kenneth Avenue, just a few blocks from Midway International Airport in Chicago. Miranda asked the driver for a lighter. The driver said he didn't have one. Then, apparently, Rick, things got a little complicated. Even after the driver gave him some money, Miranda ordered him out of the car.
Oh, boy.
At some point, Miranda's attention was diverted, and the victim was able to grab control of the gun as the two wrestled. During the fight, Miranda accidentally discharged his own gun, shooting himself in the ankle. The victim, who told police he is a martial arts expert and ultimate fighter, was able to pin Miranda down until police arrived. Police arrived to find Miranda with a face full of lacerations, 2 black eyes, and he was taken to Holy Cross Hospital for attention.
Please, guys, if you could see this guy's mugshot, he tried to rob a martial arts expert and ultimate fighter, and the guy beat him to a pulp. I mean, just
and Rick,
don't you love that?
This is
I'm
what's
so
crazy.
Glad. This guy's going out trying to victimize somebody, and I'm so glad that he bit off more than he could chew and got beat down.
Yeah, I wish he got beat worse than that, quite frankly. But here's the thing: the guy gave him money to begin with. Then he wanted more, ordered him out of the car. Bad move. You see, evil, never satisfied. You know?
Yeah, at first it's a lighter. You know, I don't have one. How about some money? Here you go, buddy. I'll try to help you out this Christmas season. Get out of the car, and I'm going to rob you at gunpoint. No, I don't think you are.
No, you're going to be shot in your own foot by your own gun, and I am going to beat the crap out of you.
How about
Merry Christmas?
And I'll say this to all thieves and robbers out there today, which you're lower than well dung, which is on the bottom of the ocean. Okay, but let me say this. You never know when the next martial arts expert and ultimate fighter is in the car, so you might just want to lay off.
You never know. Never know.
Don't you know? Can't you see him at the police
Or they're
station?
a hunter and they're packing.
Well, yes, which we all remember the Bernie Goetz story. Hey, I got a little something for y'all. You remember that one?
Bernie Goetz. I'm going to tell you what a miscarriage of justice that was.
Well, I will say.
Now, that might happen on the subway in New York. Here in Alabama, they'd have a parade for you.
Right, yeah. Whatever happened to Bernie?
He went to jail.
Did he really?
Yeah. I think he had he didn't have a permit for his gun or something, something ridiculous.
So all the people's lives who were saved on the subway, to heck with that, and Bernie's own life.
Right.
Okay, and some guys who probably won't try to steal money from people anymore.
Yeah, I mean, are all of them with us? I don't remember what happened. They got messed up pretty good, too.
I know they got shot down pretty good. I always remember.
Well, it's been a long time ago. I'm amazed you brought the name Bernie Goetz up.
Let me tell you, why?
And you know why Geraldo reminds me of that when I see it? Because Geraldo did a reenactment of that. If you don't remember this, Bernie Goetz was this guy. Was it in New York or was it?
I want to say
somewhere they
got
a subway.
I want to say it was New York, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
And there's these 3 thugs, and they're robbing people on subways, whatever. And they come up to him, try to rob him, and he says, "No, I don't think so," and pulls out a gun and shoots all 3 of them.
Well, you remember the quote which got him in trouble was they wanted to. He said, "No, I don't want that, but I do have a little something for you right here."
Yeah, well, they were doing,
yeah.
And Geraldo did this reenactment to show how evil Bernie Goetz was for doing this, and he had the assailants dressed like they were going to Sunday school.
Correct.
And and the other people said, "No, it didn't look like that."
These dudes exactly look like that.
These dudes were so scary just to see them, and then obviously what they were doing, it was part of the whole get up, but. I've always thought that was crazy.
Do you know why I remember, and I'm almost sure it was New York, and I'll tell you why. And I think it was one, and I know it was a very serious topic, but you know the famous lines that the announcer uses every time he introduces David Letterman, and now the man that whatever.
Right.
The funniest one at the height of this story And now the man who begged Bernie Goetz to take a cab, David, and
I remember that. I remember that.
I just remember that.
I remember that laughing too.
An incredible line. But, I think there has to come a time. We talk about this all the time. Now, this guy was able to handle himself, with his hands and his abilities are a weapon. But every single criminal that turns state's evidence or changes their life and starts working with the police have all given the same information to the police and investigators over and over again. We literally are looking for easy victims like some wild animal. If we think people are armed or we're going to a home where people are armed or a business where people are armed, we don't do it. We're looking for the unarmed people or people who can't defend themselves. Bottom line.
Can I tell you one thing?
And if we ever get ourselves to a society like other countries have tried to do, where the criminals know that the public isn't armed, what's going to break loose. The only thing that is holding this thing together is the fact that citizens, as of right now, are able to legally arm themselves. And it's not about hunting. The Second Amendment was never about hunting. It was about defending yourself, really, against an overzealous government.
True. And if you don't want to just make the hair on the back of your neck and arms stand up, read the statement that Adolf Hitler put out in about, I don't know the year, 1936.
Right.
When they outlawed guns in Germany, and how he said it will be the safest country on the planet. We won't even have to lock our doors anymore. And listen to what he said and know why he was doing it, and listen to the speeches you hear today about it. Don't forget that. We're supposed to study history so we don't repeat the mistakes of it. Read Adolf Hitler's address to the German people when they outlawed guns in Germany.
Yeah, and especially in the line of work that we have where people know a lot about us. See, I want anybody out there that is a criminal to know if they're ever going to try to, use me or my family as a victim, that they know if they come in my house that I am heavily armed and ready to kill. And I want them to know that.
Don't be in my house.
Right. We'll be back. Top of the hour break.